Hello, and we are back with another Dan's Tuesday Tips. I'm Dan Prince. I'm with First Home Mortgage. This is to help you capture and close more business a little bit more effectively. Hopefully, some things that I've run into can help you in your business and your day-to-day operations. So what we're here to talk about today is mortgage insurance. Whole lot of fun there. So when it comes to mortgage insurance, to be honest with you, not many folks know what it really is or what it's for or why we have it. What mortgage insurance is by definition, or not by definition, but in practicality, is insurance put on the buyer to protect mortgage companies, servicing rights, and things like that. We'd like to all think that everybody pays their bills and everyone pays them on time and everyone doesn't go to foreclosure. But unfortunately, they do. It happens, right? So, to protect people that make such a hefty investment, which is what allows people to buy less than 20%, right, is mortgage insurance. You are able to put less down, have better terms in your payment with the freedom of not having to fork out 20%. But again, this is risky for companies. This is risky for people that are buying the mortgage, right? If you aren't the prime cream of the crop buyer with amazing credit and amazing money and you have an amazing job and everything's amazing, how are you going to justify that you can buy a house just the same as someone who is amazing, right? Mortgage insurance. Now, it does suck to have to pay that additional premium every month. Some programs have fixed, some programs have flexible options, some programs don't have it at all. Now, to not necessarily go into that, because anybody can look up what programs have what. I will go into that, but not today. What I'm talking about mostly is how to be above 80% LTV without having to put 20% down and still not have mortgage insurance and not be in the military. Because not everybody's in the military, right? So let's talk about that. So what you can do is obviously you can have your monthly, right? Depending on the program, and let's just say for the sake of argument, we're talking about conventional only here. Your monthly is your monthly, your credit score is your credit score. Credit score equals the premium that you get, right? Pretty simple. We can shop around and get a bajillion quotes from a bajillion mortgage companies, but not mortgage companies, mortgage insurance companies. But eventually the lowest quote is going to be what the lowest quote is. That still means you have mortgage insurance. So to get rid of it, we have a couple options. You can pay a single premium, which again, based off your credit score, will give you a quote for a certain amount that you pay out of pocket and in cash. Now, that's pretty straightforward. Not many folks know you can do that. Option 1. Now, where it gets a little bit trickier is option 2. You can do what's called a split premium. Now, what a split premium is where you can pay a certain percentage upfront, also paying a certain percentage monthly. Now, with that being said, you get to pick. So you can kind of play with the numbers, kind of think of like a toggle system back and forth of, well, if I put this much down, not this much down, pay this out of pocket, then I'll get this monthly. Or if I want to pay more monthly, then I can have less out of pocket, right? And kind of find that Goldilocks medium of whether monthly or out of pocket options are better for you. Now, what would be great about that is finding that Goldilocks medium of, okay, well, this is really good monthly, this is really good out of pocket, and they overlap in the middle to find cheap monthly, cheap out of pocket. That works really well for borrowers who are very tight in their DTI. Maybe a full premium is just way too out there. And a way too monthly is like, man, that's just a kick in the groin, right? Like, what that's for is to either satisfy a DTI issue or satisfy a monthly issue, or I guess kind of both. And to get around those two things, we just have to look up what would be better monthly, what would be better single, and where we can meet them in the middle. Dan's Tuesday tip, mortgage insurance. We'll get into mortgage insurance with different programs after, but I don't think that's necessarily a tip. I think showing borrowers that they can get a Goldilocks or totally wipe it out, or if they want to, just have it right in the middle. Dan's Tuesday tips, here to help you capture and close more business. I'm Dan Prince with First Home Mortgage. Thank you for watching.